Hello, my little explorers. Today, we are going to talk about something that is very nice and something that we cannot see but exists in our world. No, I'm not talking about wind, I'm not talking about air, I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about these lines that you see on every globe or every photo of Earth that is visible. So you can see that these lines are there, these long lines going from north to south and east to west. You can see these lines are always depicted on a map, which are shown on a map. So what are these lines? But are these lines real? Now, if you climb on the terrace of your house or the roof of your house, and if you look down, you will see there are no lines on the earth. So what are these? These lines are basically longitudes and latitudes. And this is what we are going to learn and talk about today. So what are latitudes, what are longitudes, and we'll also learn about some very important latitudes and longitude like this one, this dashed latitude. I'll tell you more about it. See, its name is written over here, but I'll tell you more about it. Let's move on. So, chapter 2, latitudes and longitudes. Now, before we begin our lesson, let us explore. Now, you can see these numbers 27.175 degree north, 78.0422 degrees east. What is it? What is this number? Let's Google it. So, if we open Google and we type this number, what happens? The Google shows us the Taj Mahal. If you click on this, see, this is the Taj Mahal. So, this basically is the latitude and longitude of the place called Taj Mahal. As you know, Taj Mahal is the famous monument located in Agra. It is one of the seven wonders of the world, and it is pride of our India. See, if you click on this latitude and longitude, I'll once again show you the search. If you click on this latitude and longitude, and if you simply click on images, it will show you the image of Taj Mahal. So yes, this is how you can find any place on the globe with the help of their latitude and longitude. Now, the total surface area of the Earth is about 510 million square kilometers. The land surface has countries, cities, towns, and all other natural and man-made features. As you know that most of the Earth is covered by water, but whatever land surface we have, that is covered by countries, cities, towns, and all other natural and man-made features. Now, countries are also, like, what is the bigger unit than countries that we have already learned? Continents. In the continents and oceans chapter, we have learned that first we have the Earth, the planet Earth, then we have the continent, then we have the country, then you go inside the country, there is state, there is district, there is city, there is town, and there is village. So this is how our planet is made up of. Earth is known as the blue planet because as observed from the space, the atmosphere combined with the ocean makes the planet look blue in color. This is why it is called the blue planet. Some people also call it the blue marble. Now, just like our houses have addresses that make it easy for us to locate them, geographers have designed imaginary lines that run horizontal and vertical and make it easy to locate places on the earth. These lines are known as the latitudes and the longitudes. Now, like I told you, that these lines, they do not exist for real. They are imaginary lines. So they have been designed or they have been defined by the geographers so that we can pinpoint to a location. Like I just showed you, if we enter the latitude and longitude of XYZ numbers, we will see the location of a place like Taj Mahal. Or if you enter the latitude and longitude, now for example, if you have to find latitude and longitude of Gandhidham, so we'll write, see, latitude and longitude of Gandhidham. So this will give you the answer. So if you enter this 23.0753 degree north and 70 this, if you enter this in Google, it will show you the place Gandhidham. See, so this is how you can find any place like this. See, Gandhidham. Understood? So what are latitudes? The lines of latitude are imaginary straight lines that are drawn from east to west as parallels on the globe. Latitudes are referred to as parallels also. Okay, so these lines run from, see, always this is east, this is west, this is east. So when a line running from east to west, it is called as latitude and they are parallels to each other. So they are always called parallel. Remember children, east is always on the right side, west is always on the left side. Okay, north is upstairs, south is downstairs. So latitude are imaginary lines which are running from east to west on a planet. Now the 0 degree latitude drawn from east to west is the equator. Now I told you before that this is a very important latitude. This is 0 degree latitude. It is right in the middle of the earth. It is called equator. It divides earth in two equal parts. So it runs across the globe, dividing the earth into two halves known as the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The parallel lines north of the equators are known as the north latitudes, and those that are south of the equator are known as south latitudes. As you move away from the equator, the latitudes become progressively shorter. The North Pole is the 90-degree north latitude and South Pole is the 90-degree south latitude. Okay, so you can see that as you are going up or you are going down, it will become shorter, and in the middle it is the biggest. Here in this globe also you can see that lines are getting shorter as you go away from the equator. Now, as you see that when we googled this thing for Gandhidham, we had entered we got these numbers N and E. This is 23 degrees north, and Gandhidham is located in the northern hemisphere and on the eastern side. Now, what if we, by mistake, if we wrote 23 degrees north and if we change it to south and west, what would happen? Let's see. See, if we wrote same Gandhidham coordinates, but we changed it to south and west, it will give us some other city. See, now this is supposed to be a completely different location. It is not Gandhidham. I mean, like, it is somewhere in the ocean. It is in Chile. So see, if we enter a wrong location, so this north and south and east and west, they also matter. Like how if we enter a wrong house, like for example, if my house number is 5 and if by mistake I write house number uh, sorry, my house number is 5 in the plot number 24. Now, if by mistake I write my house number is 5 in plot number 42, then somebody will go to the wrong address. So that is why we have to always be careful about north and south when we are talking about latitudes and longitudes. Okay. Now, 10-degree north refers to the latitude at 10 degree in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, 10 degrees south refers to the latitude at 10 degree in the southern hemisphere. That means you will have 10 degrees both in northern and hemisphere. Like I just showed you that one latitude, if we enter in northern latitude, we will get Gandhidham, but we entered southern latitude, we will get Chile. So we have got to be careful about this. The 23.5 degree north latitude is known as the Tropic of Cancer, and 23.5 degree south latitude is named the Tropic of Capricorn. The 66.5 degree north latitude known as Arctic Circle, and the 66.5 latitude as the Antarctic Circle. So these are few important latitudes. Let's look at them. Important latitudes. So you can see here, see, 0 degree is equator, 23.5 degree north is Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree south is Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 degree north is Arctic Circle, and 66.5 degree south is Antarctic Circle, and 90 degree north is North Pole, 90 degree south is South Pole. Okay, so these are the important parallels of the latitude. Next comes longitudes. Now, latitudes are these flat lines, longitudes are these standing lines. So, we know that 90 degree north is the North Pole, this is the North Pole, and 90 degree south is the South Pole. The imaginary straight line that joins both the North and South Pole is known as the longitude. That it joins 90 degree north with 90 degree south. As you can see this line, see, the straight line is joining both the poles. It is again an imaginary line. It is joining both the poles. It is known as longitude. The 0 degree longitude, known as the main meridian or the prime meridian, divides the globe into two halves, namely the eastern and western hemisphere. So this 0 degree longitude, it is known as prime meridian. It divides Earth into two halves, western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. Okay. The prime meridian passes through the Greenwich near London and is also known as the Greenwich meridian. the lines of the longitude are referred to as meridians. So latitude lines are called parallels and longitude lines are called meridians. Okay, always remember that. Latitudes is parallel, longitudes are meridians. A longitude is an imaginary line running from the North Pole to the South Pole that specifies the east-west position of a point on the Earth's surface. Longitude is measured in degrees 0 to 180 degree east or west. So always remember that longitudes we will remember as we measure as in east to west and latitudes as north to south. Now again going back to the Gandhidham example, latitudes and longitudes of Gandhidham. So now as we learned in our lesson that longitudes are east to west and latitudes are north to south. So this will be the latitude and this will be the longitude. So Gandhidham is located on 23.075 degrees north latitude and 70.1337 degree east longitude. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. Longitudes, the number with longitude will always have east or west in the end. The number with latitude will always have north or south in the end. Now, the 180 degree east and 180 degree west longitude. Just a minute, am I missing something? East or west with reference to the prime meridian. So when we are saying this, when we are saying this, Gandhidham is 70 degree east. So that means Gandhidham is 70 degree east to the prime meridian and it is 23 degrees north to the equator. So this is what we mean. It is in comparison to equator and prime meridian, which is taken to be the 0 degree longitude. The longitude of other places is measured in the degree east or west of Greenwich. Okay. Now 180 degree east and 180 degree west longitudes are the same longitude. Similarly, the 0 degree and 360 degree longitudes are the same longitude. As line of latitudes and longitudes cross each other, they form a grid. So this is the grid. You can see this is a square. Whenever latitude and longitude are crossing each other, they are intersecting each other, it forms a square. This square is known as grid. Any position on Earth can be located if the latitude and longitude are known. The grids on the maps help us find a particular location. Like I explained you, if we know the latitude and longitude, we can pinpoint to any place on the Earth. Longitudes also help us to calculate the time of a particular place. Now, since the Earth rotates a total of 360 degree per day or 15 degree per hour, there is a direct relationship between time and longitude. For example, when it is 12 o'clock in the noon at Greenwich, it will be 1 p.m. at 15 degree east of Greenwich. That means when the Earth is located at the 0 degree, at that time, if you move 15 degree east from Greenwich, it will be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The 180 degree longitude, the 180 degree longitude is also known as the international date line. As we cross the international date line from east to west, a day is subtracted. For example, if it is Sunday in New Delhi, it will be Saturday in New York. But if we cross the international date line from west to east, a day gets added. So this is why when you travel from one country to another, you will see that there are different times. For example, if you go to Dubai, Dubai is located in UAE. Now UAE is in west of India. So you will have to subtract the time. If you go from from India, if you travel to west, you will have to subtract. So that means the time difference between India and UAE is 1.5 hours. UAE is 1.5 hours behind India. So if it is right now, if it is 1 o'clock in India, it will be 11:30 in UAE. On the other hand, I mean, like if you move towards China or if you move towards Singapore, if you move towards Japan, they are located in the east of India. So the time will be ahead of India. So right now, for example, it is 1:57 p.m. in India. So current time in China will be 4:28 p.m. So it is ahead of India because we are located in the west of China and China is located in our east. So this is meaning of the time. Now I hope you understood this concept. I welcome you guys to search for the latitude and longitude for all these cities, and I'm sure you will enjoy finding them on the map. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the other class. Bye bye.